Hey guys, this is Joe with the Ranger Wrap-Up. I'm here by myself. Why am I here by myself, you ask? Well, we did have guests, but they ended up getting double booked. So here we are, talking Power Rangers, episode 17, Monkey Business. You know what, I didn't even ask, do we have any news today? Yes, we do. Power Rangers Live. Power Rangers Live, not a lot is known about it, but I would say that by October 20th, stay tuned because there's going to be some big news there. Check that out. Also, we were at New York Comic Con. I ran into Blackwing, aka Jonathan Jennings is his real name. He's super cool. We were out at New York. Hey guys, this is Joe. Look at that. So that was a lot of fun. New York Comic Con. We also have a big interview with Jason David Frank on the way. He's going to be talking a lot about the future of Power Rangers, his involvement with the future of the franchise, and other things. Hey, Kat. Hey. Welcome to the chat, guys. Ronell, Kat, Fresh, Jamal Van Westering. How you guys doing? It's great to see you all back. Who was the guest? Well, the guest for this week was... Should I say who the guest was going to be? Should I? No? No? You sure? It was going to be two guests, actually. The guest is not here, mainly because they had there was a conflict, a scheduling conflict. But there were two guests. It was going to be... you know what? I'm not going to say. Not going to say. But anyway, we're going to be talking about Monkey Business. This is episode 17, actually, not 16. 16 was last week's episode, which we're not covering. And last week's episode was the Halloween episode. We are going to be talking about that episode in a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah, we got this little guy. Before we really get into anything, though, I want to say that we have a few features that we have here at that hashtag show. One of them is the Super Chat. And that is the little sign down there that helps support the show. Also, you can join the conversation further. This group is probably one of the coolest Facebook groups I'm a part of. It's called THS Hashtaggers. Pretty much it's all you guys in there, kind of like, talking geek stuff, man. Talking about the stuff that I like. I see all you guys posting in there all the time. Kat's always posting in there. Carlos is always posting in there, so check that out. Also, we also have a TeePublic store. That is TeePublic. That's where you can get our hashtag show shirts. We also have a bunch of different shirts in there too, like Power Ranger shirts, any kind of geek stuff that we have in there. It's in there. The Iron Chef cheesesteak. What's up, Tom? How you doing, buddy? But that's not all. So as long as you got that, now we have the TeePublic store, the Facebook group. You have the super chat for all you guys who want to super chat. We also got this. This is going to be a prize, a little bit of a giveaway. This is from New York Comic Con. This is the Megazord. I don't know what this is. The Talma edition, which is renowned in Japan for his unique character design. Talma, I'm probably saying that completely wrong, by the way, has applied his distinctive style to Power Rangers. With sharp angular features and oversized forearms and hands, these figures are a statement in Japan pop art. These Tokyo vinyl figures are visions of Talma, infused with the energy of Tokyo culture and delivered by Bandai. Right there. Oh yeah, what up, Larry? Larry got me this shirt. This is the Phoenix Soldier shirt. I'm gonna put this down for a second. For all of you guys that are watching Q Rangers, that would be my Phoenix Soldier is my spirit animal. So that's that. Let's see what else. You should enable, I don't know what does Carlos say? You should enable slow mode so you can read the comments. No, I'm not going to do that. The contest is on Gleam. Do we have a link to that Gleam, by the way? So the hashtaggers page has the link to the Gleam. Let's see if I can find it, because I'm on the hashtaggers page right now. Oh boy, here we go. So anyway, that's that. Oh, look at that. We already had a request person to join that group. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Power Rangers news. Did I interview the cast of Ninja Steel? No. But I did. I was hanging out with Peter. We went to go see Thor Ragnarok a couple days ago. That was a lot of fun. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How about that, love? Tom Craven, thank you so much. Joe rocking the solo show. Hashcraft, Craven is Rangers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Tom. But yes, anyway, I want to talk about the news real quick. So a lot of you guys know that the Power Ranger Live thing is happening. But do we know what it is? Do we have any inkling of an idea of what it is? Because I was under the impression It was, remember back in the day when Mighty Morphin used to do that stage show? It was like a stunt stage show, almost like a play, but it was like an episode of Power Rangers. Anybody remember that out there? Anybody here in the room remember that? The Power Rangers live event tour? Now, did you guys think that it was going to be the same kind of thing? Did you guys, no? Everyone thinks it's different? Well, get ready, because on April 20th, there could be an announcement that's made, and it'll make more sense to what's going on. I do recommend getting your tickets for Power Rangers Live. It should be a lot of fun and a great experience to connect with other Ranger fans. Now, how many of you out there are going to be going to Ranger Stop? Ranger Stop is in Orlando, and I believe it's 3 weeks away, 2 or 3 weeks away. So if you're in Orlando, let us know how Ranger Stop is. Me personally, I'm more of the Morphicon. I like Morphicon because it's bigger, it's grander. It's Morphicon, but nothing's wrong with Ranger Stop. Ranger Stop's pretty cool too. Yes, it is coming to Chicago. I have the VHS tapes for that. All right. Is there any more news that I needed to talk about? Producers, behind the scenes? No, nothing. We didn't have a wrap-up last week because I was at New York Comic Con. Sledge is coming back to Power Rangers, so it's coming back to Ninja Steel. So that means a couple of things. Number one, it means that we might get... I'm going to move this computer out of the way a little bit. Is that better? It means number one is that we can get our team up that we've all been wanting. Why am I alone, Daryl? Because I do the show better than when you're here. Secondly, just kidding. It's because the guests that I had they had a scheduling conflict. So the guests that I had are going to be coming back on very soon, though. So don't worry about that. Anyway, we are going to be talking about Power Rangers Ninja Steel. But before we get into that, there was some news that broke. Sledge, at the Power Ranger panel in New York Comic Con, it was teased that Sledge is coming back. So what does that mean? We can only imagine that there is some sort of team-up forming, and I think we all know that there's a team-up going on. I'm actually a little surprised they didn't announce this at New York Comic Con. And some of you that follow that hashtag show on social media, or even check out our webpage, thathashtagshow.com, you know some of the Rangers that are coming back, because we've announced at the very least 2 of them there. Hey, Ryan, how are you? So there is that, to be honest with you. Kelly is not here. She has some stuff she's dealing with right now. But Kelly will be on soon. But yeah, that's that. Anyway, let's get into Power Rangers Ninja Steel. Guys, what did you think about the episode? Leave a message in the comments in the live chat. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Give me, how many ninja stars would you give this episode? Monkey business. Now, here's the thing. This reminded me of an old school Power Rangers episode for a few different reasons. Number one is, you guys are saying in the chat, the food fight. The food fight element of this show was a lot of fun, and it just reminded me of the hijinks that the kids would get into in the first season. Number two, I like the fact that Haley and Calvin are having this kind of issue, because I think that I like the fact that it's not just a monster making them mad at each other, that there's actual real emotions here, and that they're actual characters. I kind of wish now that Chip Lynn implemented that more into this newer season, because I don't think we're getting enough of that. I think also that this episode was great. It was well acted by Zoe and Calvin. What's Calvin's real name? What's his name? The guy that plays Calvin. Look, my producers aren't even listening to me. What's Calvin's real name? The dude plays Nico. Nico, they killed it on this episode. I thought they were great. Actually, like seeing the fact that there was conflict and Rangers were kind of on both sides in a playful way, but it was a lot of fun. So let's get started with this episode. Haley and Calvin are on the rocks because Calvin woke up late. He's a little too laid back. I like that we're getting development in the character. I like the fact that we're getting, he's getting more of a character arc. He seems like we're getting to know more about him, because I know we were talking about how Calvin's mostly in the background, but I now like that we know that he's a laid-back guy and he's a mechanic. So they're on the rocks mainly because he woke up late and he picked Haley up late, and he was like, hey, can I give you a ride to school? The school was literally like right there. They could have just walked at that point. The principal offers Haley a run for the student body president, and it interests her very much, because you can tell that Haley is definitely more of a leader type of character. And then she offers it to Calvin. The principal offers it to Calvin too. And Haley just laughs because Calvin is a little too laid back to take a job like this. But he steps up to the challenge. He's like, you know what? I'm going to run. I'm going to run for student body president. Monty urges Victor to run again, but he wants to disqualify them both so he can remain the president of the school. Brody and Sarah are with Calvin, and Preston and Levi take Haley's side. I guess they said they flipped the coin and figured that out. Truth is, we could kind of see where it lies. I mean, it makes sense why they split it up that way, I think. And the monster had a very unique power. I really, really like this because he was able to record the characters' voices. Oh, MJ Spud. Super chat. This is from Shadowbird. Hashtag my shadow wife. What? I hope you guys are going to Morphicon because I can't wait to meet you guys because we have something planned for you guys if you guys make it out to Morphicon. We don't see much of the principal, Ronell, and I wonder why too. The principal actually reminds me slightly, a little bit of Dino Thunder for some odd reason. Obviously, she's not. I don't think she's going to be a villain. At least I wouldn't expect so. But that's a thing. But the monster has this voice. She can record voices, and I think that's super cool. I like the fact that we can kind of get a different kind of power. It's not just a aesthetic power. This is actually has some functionality to it. The monster and the henchmen show up, and the Rangers morph. The monsters use the Rangers' voices against them. Now, I thought this was really smart. I like the misdirection here. It reminded me of, I'm sure you guys remember from Mighty Morphin, where it was like this ape monster that was able to transform into different Rangers, and it would cause so much chaos. I used to love things like that in Power Rangers. They're back at school, and both Haley and Calvin are campaigning. Haley steps up. Haley stepped up the game with a free hot air balloon ride, dude. Calvin was giving out balloons, and she offered a hot air balloon ride. Where did she get the campaign money from that? That looks kind of shady. She must have been talking to Russia or something. Calvin gives a speech about fixing things. And in this speech, he says that, you know what, he's known as the mechanic, the laid-back guy, but he can fix things. Haley's impressed with the speech and said that if she wasn't running, then she would vote for him. After that, we see a little shenanigans here because Calvin gets Haley's mom's cupcakes and gives those out kind of as campaigning. He's just campaigning for the role. But then Haley pulls a fast one and says, you know what? I have my mom's cake. Where all this stuff was stored, who knows, but Power Rangers logic, right? Then we get to see Vic and Monty with the sabotage of the year. They put hot sauce on cupcakes. Now, if you're out here in LA, they have this place called Voodoo Donuts. Voodoo Donuts has weird crap on their donuts all the time, like bacon. Like, who'd have thought that you'd eat bacon with a donut? Not me, but it actually is pretty good. Now, this is something I can see Voodoo Donuts selling, like hot sauce on a donut, which kind of sounds gross, but I'm sure there are people out there that like it. Anyways, I know that, what's his name? Edward was asking, how do you win this? Well, you enter the contest through our Facebook group, THS Hashtaggers. There is a Gleam link. I want my producer here to send me the Gleam link. Can you send it?
I put it on the thing, but it won't show up on the chat. So I'm going to see if I can put it in I'll send it to Slack.
So he's going to send it to me, and hopefully I can put it in here so you guys can all join that.
But it's in the Hashtaggers.
It's in the Hashtaggers group, but I wasn't able to see it in the Hashtaggers group. But, oh, here we go. I'll put the link in there right now, guys. This Gleam link.
I put it on the chat twice.
It's not showing up, apparently, when we put it on the chat. Let's see if I can put this on. There it is. Oh, no, it got removed. Yeah, so the Gleam link isn't working, apparently.
Let me put it in the description.
So our producer's going to put it in the description. Also, the THS Hashtaggers group has the link in there. So if you want to join that group, you can probably enter the contest. I'm going to say 90% sure that you can enter the contest. Again, I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm going to put it in here right now. There. That's the group. The link is in there. The hot air balloon, man. What the hell? Here's where the food fight breaks out. It reminded me of that Pudgy Pig episode where the food fight breaks out. And I love old school callbacks to retro episodes. Calvin blames Haley. This is dirty politics at its best. Calvin blames Haley. Haley blames Calvin for starting the food fight. It's crazy. Chaos is ensuing. And the other four Rangers is just caught in the crosshairs. Principal is mad at both of them, says that if she finds out of one more shenanigan, they're both DQ'd from this. The monster calls Calvin using Levi's voice, saying Haley was the one that sabotaged them. This is what I did like. I like the confusion of this episode, where the monster was calling each Ranger individually and kind of putting the blame on the other Ranger. This was a smart tactic. I mean, I think that the monsters are more effective when they do things like this because it shows that they don't have to just defeat them physically. When you get in their heads mentally is when it's better. Now, eventually this catches up with the monster and they run into Mick because Mick is the voice of reason. I feel like now Mick is definitely taking the mentorship role where he's actually giving people advice, and you can kind of tell that he's not just a throwaway character anymore. By the way, where the hell's Redbot? We don't ever see Redbot anymore. I think the last time we saw him is when they were all in the singing that song when they found out that Levi and Brody were brothers. It's the last time I remember that. But we get to see that Mick's like, you know what? That doesn't sound like something Brody would say. And they do agree that it's not something that Brody would say necessarily. But, you know, that's what happens. And then we find out that he gets caught in the act, that the villain gets caught in the act, and they fight. You know, fight ensues. The Rangers win. At the end of the episode, we get the final result, and the final result of the election is that they both withdrawed, and Vic is still the president of the school. Now, for all you guys who are ranking this episode, by the way, the Gleam contest is in there. So if you want to win this guy, you can just enter the Gleam contest through there. Let me ask you guys in the chat, what did you rate this episode? I know a few of you have listed it before, but I'm going to give this episode a solid 3. I don't want to give it any higher than a 3, mainly because it's such a one and done. I do like the character development, and I like the fact that the monster isn't just like a physical monster. He's actually playing mind games with them a little bit. So I kind of dig that, but I'm really curious to see what you guys think in the chat. Also, where do you want to see Ninja Storm going forward? Ninja Steel. I don't know why I said Ninja Storm. Edward Sanchez gives it a 4.5. But where do you see Ninja Steel? Why do I keep saying Storm? Where do you want to see it going forward? And where do you think some of these characters can progress? But we have some more ratings. Hell of a Ranger says 3.5. I'm going to rank it a 1. Daniel Romano, harsh. A 1, huh? First time I'm giving it a 1. That's interesting, though, because a lot of people didn't like the earlier episodes, and now it's starting to grow a little bit. Ryan gives it a 5. Kat, I'm not rating it. Haven't watched it yet at all. Well, Kat, I think you're going to enjoy it. Larry, a 3.3. Larry, I'm curious why a 3.3. The monster did look stupid. I will agree with that. Cool power, but stupid doesn't fit what happens with what Daniel says. I think they did a pretty good job at adapting it, though. Ninja Storm was 1,000 times. I don't know if Ninja Storm was really good, mainly because it was so topical. But if you go back and watch Ninja Storm, does it hold up? That's the real question. A lot of these older seasons, do they hold up? Because there's certain seasons from the past where I personally, I thought they were great, and then going back, it's like, not so much. Also, Ronell says she gives it a 4 out of 5 because Phone Pansy was, I forgot the. First of all, I'm going to rank it up to a 3.5, mainly because the monster's name is Phone Pansy. What the hell's that? Was putting the finest work against the Rangers. I agree. This is the kind of psychological stuff that I like when it's being played right. So, I would say the consensus for you guys, Craig Anderson says it's a 1. It's another boring episode from a boring season. I disagree, Craig. I think that this season has progressively gotten a lot better, and it's continuing to get a lot better. I think that once we got through the first, 6 episodes, maybe 7, once we got the break back, once we came back from the break, it became a lot better, I feel like. So, Jalen Glover gives it a 4.5. Interesting. So, for the most part, you guys are pretty polarized on this. Seems like you guys want to talk a little bit more about Sledge. Let's talk about Sledge. Now, we do know that the 25th anniversary of Power Rangers is coming up, and Sledge was announced in New York Comic Con. With Sledge coming back, that would only assume that the Dino Charge Rangers are coming back. At the very least, we can assume that one of the Dino Charge Rangers are coming back. And at the very least, we can assume that Yoshi's coming back. So I think that makes the most sense that would happen. I think that we're going to get more Rangers, obviously, this season, mainly because of what we've talked to about. If you've been following our YouTube channel and that#show.com, Ciara kind of let it slip a little bit. We've had JDF kind of talk a little bit about possibly returning. And by the way, we do have an interview with Jason David Frank coming up fairly soon. He gives a lot of different things. And also, a cool thing that he's doing at Morphicon, which I'll let you guys read the article for that once that goes live. It'll probably go live around Monday or so. But there's going to be a lot going on. What do you guys want to see for the 25th anniversary? I mean, I'd hate to overlook this season and already jump ahead to the 25th anniversary, but I feel like that's on the tip of all of our tongues as Ranger fans, right? Sledge and what Rangers are coming back and all that stuff. We do have a few of the comments. You can use that super chat feature to slow down the comments if you want me to read them out loud. Dino Charge Rangers has to be Riley and Chase and Tyler. That has to come back. I don't think so, Rihanna. I don't think that they'll be the ones coming back, especially Riley, mainly because we had that article up on that #show.com. But we will have a more extensive article up. We've had Michael Tabor agree to do an exclusive interview with us, so that should be happening pretty soon. And he'll talk about his experience on Power Rangers Dino Charge. Now, for other villains, or even because I remember in the 15th anniversary, we had the son of Zed and Rita that came back. Now we're at the 20th anniversary. Was a little bit of a letdown for everybody. The Megaforce reunion didn't live up to expectation. But everything that I'm told here is that, you know, we have something to look forward to for the 25th anniversary, and I'm hoping that, you know, it can beat the expectations of what happened 5 years ago. Strider Xanthos says better storylines, no rush pacing, returning Rangers and Ninja Steel Rangers interacting with the past Rangers again. Let me ask you something, Strider. Would you like to see it? I mean, I have a feeling that it'll just be one episode, but I mean, how come we can't get a team up? Remember the old school team ups where they used to be multi-part episodes? How come we don't get those anymore? Like the to be continued. I want more to be continued, especially with something that big. 25 years, a quarter of a century is a long time. Because who'd have thought Power Rangers was going to last that long, right? Oh, Kat loved the 20th anniversary. Kat, you're in the minority there. A lot of people didn't. Me personally, I think the 20th anniversary would have had more impact if. Oh, MJ Spud, what up, man? Super chat. It would have had more impact if it wasn't spoiled on social media. I feel. I want Forever Red times 10 for the 25th anniversary. Listen, so do I, man. Forever Red times 10. You kidding me? I would love another Forever Red. Also, guess who else we ran into? You know what? I'm going to start pulling these pictures. Hold on. Instagram. We ran into a... oh, you know what? Can you post the picture of the person we ran into out that night on Saturday at New York? So we're going to post it. I ran into another Ranger out at Morphicon as well. So we interviewed JDF and ran into another Ranger. And that was a pretty cool experience. We're working to get him on the show. That one's going to be a little harder, but hopefully it'll work out. The team ups were OP. They need to come back. I agree, man. We also need villains for them to come back to face. I mean, Sledge coming back and teaming up with the villain from this season could be pretty cool. But I mean, I want to see Lothor come back. I think that some of these other villains that kind of embodied being really good villains would be great. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? 25th anniversary is a year away, and there's going to be a lot of announcements, and we can only expect that a lot's going to be happening. Also, listen, I think that... Did anybody realize Peter's tweet the other day? Peter Sidarso's tweet? He tweeted that the Power Rangers universe is about to get a lot bigger. What does that tweet mean? Well, hopefully we'll find out soon enough. But I do think with the infusion of the Boom Studios comics, and now with Ninja Steel being what it is, and then we had the movie universe, we're creating our own Power Rangers multiverse. Now, I know a lot of people, oh man, Jamal Van Westering hated Lothor. Oh well. Mesagog would be super cool to return too. But I think Mesagog would be really cool, actually. I think that with all these Power Ranger things happening, how do you guys feel about the expanded universe and there being different universes? Kind of like we have the own movie universe. It seems like the Power Rangers Boom Studios comics are its own universe, obviously. And also we have, it obviously seems RPM's in its own universe and Dino Charge is in its own universe. What does this all mean? Do you guys like that kind of stuff? And also, what season of Power Rangers do you think would make a great adaptation that has never been adapted before? Some things to think about. But right now, I'm going to get to your questions and comments. And this is from 2 weeks ago. Craig Anderson says, since we're talking about battleizers, my favorite Red Ranger battleizers are the following. Triassic battleizer, SPD battleizer, Red Dragon Fire Ranger, and T-Rex Supercharged Red Ranger. P.S. I know that Tyler's power mode up is debatable in the Ranger community because it's from the Sentai counterpart. However, in my opinion, I count it as a battleizer because it's a Red Ranger exclusive. Hashtag agree to disagree. What do you guys think? Well, I also agree that would be somewhat of a battleizer. It's more of a power-up. I think those are a little different, power-ups and battleizers. So there's that. Do any of you guys remember the Clash of the Red Rangers movie? I do remember the Clash of the Red Rangers movie. That is the Samurai RPM movie. It was cool, and they did get Eka Darvel to come back to do that. He voiced his character. It's funny. Go check out the Morphin Monday I did with him. He pretty much says that Saban couldn't afford him to be there in person, so they could only use his voice. Pretty funny. This episode was okay. I'm trying as hard as I can to get into the season. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. I would only like to see you guys get a Ranger from Dino Thunder on the show, preferably Emma Lahana, because she's hot. Also, my favorite female White Ranger is Kat from SPD. We miss Kelly. Hashtag Kelly is Bae. Hashtag Daryl Red Turbo. Hashtag Joe the Phantom Ranger. Hashtag Daniel Get Better. Daryl Get Better Daryl. Yeah, because Daryl broke his back, but now I think he's all right now. He broke his back falling out of bed. Shadowbird084. Awesome wrap up as always, even though hashtag Joe the Phantom Ranger had to fly solo. Love the episode. Gotta say, Ninja Steel Battleizer is my top 3 battleizer for me. The first 2 being Mystic Force and SPD. I want to see more Vieira. She's a great character that has potential. Always keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Shadowbird. Hashtag Spudbird in the house. All right, guys, I have a contest for you. Besides this Gleam one that's going on. This Gleam one that's going on, you can find it in the super chat. If they want to repost it, go ahead and repost it. Yes, Strider, I am on Screen Rant. This is, oh yeah, because I was there. There's a thing right there that says Screen Rant. Yes, I am on Screen Rant. But the contest is that you have to pitch an idea in the comments for next week. What I want you guys to do, thank you so much, Mr. MJ Spud. Bring back Lord Draken for the 25th for the main villain. You know what? Go to thathashtagshow.com. There's an article about that where we talk to JDF about that precisely. Also, we have more JDF news that kind of ties into that. So stay tuned on thathashtagshow.com. But my contest is going to be that in the comments below for this week, pitch a Sentai season that you want to convert into Power Rangers and give us a pitch. By the end of next week's episode, we're going to pick one of you guys as the winner, and we'll come up with some cool prize. I don't know what the prize is going to be, but we'll figure it out. All right, Ryan Super 04, Steel, Speed, Thomas. Come on, man. Get out of here with that shit. All right, great Ranger wrap-up, Joe. I really love this episode. It was great. It was a great full episode. I think mixed parents could be fake, and I will... Man, conspiracy theories, bro. By the way, that's Austin St. John up there with us. I don't know. We ran into him at a bar. And it was a lot of fun. We hung out with him the whole night. That's our producer, Jezer. He's also on the new gaming channel that's yet to be announced, which is going to be announced soon. Anyways, he thinks that the parents could be fake for episode 5. 7 for me. He gives it a 5 out of 7. I don't understand the 7 rating. Most things go 3, 5, 10, 7? I don't get it. Great episode. Ryan Earl Thomas from Arizona, Native American Power. Yes, I am Native American. Well, thank you for letting us know that, Ryan. Zachary Shiloh. A great review, Joe. I'm kind of happy. Why? We get a break from Ninja Steel. Makes sense to me because it's a day of play. Plus, Nick needs to pinch more times to air the remaining shows. That was cool to hear you going to New York Comic Con. I will be there for the final 2 days. Sadly, I will not be attending the Power Rangers panels, as I see there is one on Friday. I will be there for the following: Voltron, Legendary Defenders, Twisted Tunes on Saturday, Marvel Animation, Cup of Joe, that's the Marvel one, the Cup of Joe, Mortal Kombat 25th Anniversary, Dan DeDeal, and Batman the Animated Series 25th Anniversary on Sunday. My favorite battleizer was the very first one. I remember it because I remember better than the others. Wasn't made or given to a Red Ranger. It caught Andros by surprise. I like the look plus feel of Battleizer Astro Red. You know what? Is it considered a Battleizer when when Austin St. John got the gold shield? Because that's just a power up, right? And many stole that thing, by the way. Here to see Japan Boy. When Mick mentioned he was from the Lion Galaxy, I said to myself, that explains why Mick's hair is like that. His hair resembles a lion's mane. Good observation. Good observation here, Z Japan Boy. Another thing I'm curious is that next time when Brody needs to morph into the Lion Fire mode, Princess Viara's armor will always disappear. I find it weird. Kind of true. Kind of true. What if she's going through her own battle in the Lion Galaxy, middle of the battle, then you got Brody over here calling it over. What happens then? Kind of screws her over, right? I don't think that was really well thought out. Thomas Franco, how you doing, buddy? Last but not least, I missed the word Battleizer being used in Power Rangers. Listen, I miss a lot of things too. Battleizer being one of them. I also miss when will Ciara Hanna come back? Go check out that #show.com and you'll get your answer there. Or there's a panel that I did at YesterCon. She talks about it there. She kind of talks about it there. Francis Arce says, hey guys, awesome wrap up. Francis, first of all, it's not guys. I did the episode by myself, the last one, so it's just guy. Can't wait till the Ranger After Dark. See you there, and I hope it'll be morph-tastic. Holy crap, that's a great word. P.S. Would you like to see a Dino Charge and Ninja Steel team up? And if not, what cameos would you like to see in 25th anniversary for Ninja Steel? Great question. Yes, I would like to see a team up. I would like to see a team up for every season. Because I think that's something else I miss. We just talked about missing Battleizers. I miss team ups because it was like a passing of the torch. For all of you guys that watch the Sentai, I think that when one season ends, the Red Rangers kind of pass the torch to each other in like a handshake or high five or whatever it may be. Our passing of the torch was always mid-season, and it was when the previous cast came back to join the newest cast. Now, I know it's a little strange because, well, I guess you can still do it. Oh, look at that. We got another super chat. If Tyler's Super T-Rex mode is considered a power-up, I think Jason using the Dragon Shield and Dagger is also considered a power-up. Exactly what I was just saying. I do consider the same thing, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you, Andrew. But what was I talking? Oh, the team-up. So it would be a little weird because the first team-up would have to be from the previous cast. You wouldn't necessarily be able to do a second team-up in the second part of the season since they do every season with 2 years. The team-ups were amazing. I really, really miss those, actually. Let's see. Oh, and characters I'd like to bring back. Characters I'd like to bring back are, obviously, I want to see Coda. I'd love to see Tommy. I'd also like to see Rocky. Possibly like to see Wes. Maybe TJ. Also, Gemma from RPM, I think would be really cool. Who else would I like to see? Obviously, I would like to see Ciara come back. I love Gia. Who else would there be? Oh, maybe I like the Titanium Ranger. Maybe we bring him back as well. So that's at least 8. So maybe I'd like to see those guys come back. Blackwing 2040 says, this episode was really great. I hope the Lion Armor will be used by Brody only to continue the tradition, the Battleizer tradition. This is getting better slowly but surely. Also, I can't wait to see you guys next week at NYCC, which happened. Let me know when you guys are, because Friday, right after school, I'll be there, so hope to find you. Also, Joe, excellent job in holding the line down on the wrap-up. Thank you so much, Jonathan. It was good seeing you. Yeah, throw the picture. It was good seeing you. We did run into Blackwing at New York Comic Con. Daryl, myself, and Jezer. So that was a lot of fun. Yeah, I agree. I'm happy that they're not using the Battleizer every episode. I am happy that we're not necessarily getting it overused because it makes it still mean something when it is used. Cyro Mo says, cool video review, guys. I'll give this episode a 10. Wow, that's crazy. How cool would it be if they had a team-up episode with Dino Charge? Whoa, what is this? What's going on here? This is moving too fast. Oh, man, Larry Newbill, super chat. And don't forget Zach. Yes, dude, by the way, that was so awesome. There's that picture of Blackwing and us. But, yes, I agree. When Zach had the shield, oh, he looks so cool in it. I actually like seeing the Black Ranger with the gold shield more than I actually liked seeing the Red Ranger with it. It just aesthetically looked better to me. So cool. But thank you, Larry. Thank you very much, Larry. I can't wait for Larry to get out. Morphicon is going to be... I was gonna use some language there. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be off the hook. We're gonna have so much fun. I've been talking to Scott Zillner, the guy that runs Morphicon, about some of the things that we possibly could be doing, and man, it's going to be balls to the wall. I can say that, right? Balls to the wall. That's a thing. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys have to come out because the things we have planned. I can't wait to hang out with you guys all weekend long. Well, I'll probably get there on Thursday night, be there all the way to like Monday morning. That'd be a lot of fun. All right, Cyril Moore, cool video review, guys. Hey, I got this episode of 10. I guess everybody read that. How cool would it be if they had a team-up episode with Dino Charge? A lot of you guys want to see this Dino Charge, and it looks like you're getting your wish because now we know Sledge is coming back. Would you rather see a team-up between Mighty Morphin and Ninja Steel, or Ninja Steel and Power Rangers Dino Thunder? Me, personally, I'd rather see Dino Thunder. I like the Dino Thunder team a lot. I love those characters. Mighty Morphin, I feel like we've seen a lot of lately, so it'd be really cool to get Dino Thunder back. Which Power Ranger team-up had the best Ninjazords? Which Power Ranger team had the best Ninjazords? MMPR, Ninja Storm, or Power Rangers Ninja Steel? Cyril, you're asking the wrong guy, because I am not a mech fan. So, yeah, I could care less which one had the best. You know what? I would probably say Ninja Storm. I like the Ninja Storm Zord. It looked pretty cool, and there wasn't a ton of them. So I'm down with that. Derek Hervey, my boy Derek, cool beans, doing the show solo this past week, Joe. That's what keeps me coming back as a fan, regardless if this is a show or lower quality and not filmed at all. Show's never lower quality until things start messing around tech-wise, I feel like. But today, funny enough, this isn't that horror show. Things aren't dropping off, and you're not missing. Things aren't slowing down. This is the Ranger Show. It's pretty cut and dry. I'm here for you guys, the fans, and to talk and geek out about Power Ranger stuff because we all love it. It's a dedication and love that I know you and your crew put into this that matters the most. Hopefully, hope for another special guest on the show soon. We were going to have one today. We're going to have two today, actually. Thanks again for the excellent work and dedication you continue to do. Blessings. # Morphin kudos always. Joe doesn't do mechs. Ronell, you are correct. I don't do mechs. And you know that if a mech fight is good, or if a Megazord battle is good, is if I like it. Because I feel that anybody watching Sentai at all, I feel like they get out of their fights a lot better than Power Rangers does. I really wish that Power Rangers would kind of take more liberties about winning fights in a different way. And also sometimes letting the monsters win once in a while. Like, letting the villains win once in a while, because that to me shows that there's actual stakes. Because if you get everything solved in every single episode, I don't necessarily need to watch. I only need to watch the first episode and the last episode. So give us an arc, give us a story. Jamail, Joe, wasn't it so that Saban regained the rights to Big Bad Beetleborgs and VR Troopers recently? Is that how they want to expand them? You know what, Jamail? Yes, that is true. Saban did regain the rights to Big Bad Beetleborgs and VR Troopers. But that would be great, actually. Something I hadn't thought of. That's not what I was hinting at when I said expanding the universe, but that would be quite amazing. And honestly, that's a great idea, Jamail. I would really love to see a VR Trooper team up, or even I was never super into Big Bad Beetleborgs, so maybe I'll watch it. But yeah, that would be great. That'd be awesome. FF Justice. Last week's episode was quite good. Kelson and Ruby acted semi-fam reunion scene quite well, and I get Joe's snake fear. Some orgasms are too non-human to handle? Huh? What? Anyway, so I've been wanting to ask this, but I wanted to comment more through provoking things first. I know much history about MMPR and fandom explosions that happened then. Crazy time. But as someone who loves fan art, particularly redesigns and follows many Instagram accounts that post many fan art pieces, I've never understood why artwork of post-MMPR characters have been almost quite difficult. When I do, they are very simple art pieces. Yes, the promotion for MMPR was the greatest for any season, but many watched what came after. Any idea why almost everybody who watches seasons of After MMPR don't feel up to arting. Can't the first Power Rangers of the century get more art love? In my case, I lost an interest in art a few years ago due to personal rough times and got over that a while ago. I'm trying to improve, starting with Humanal Wild Force Rangers. I'll tweet y'all. It's a sucky start. All right. First of all, I got a super chat, so I'm going to address your comment in just a second. Andrew Suarez, I'm really wondering if Sledge we saw in the trailer is the main series continuity Sledge, and wrenching since Dino Charge Sledge and Wrench are dead. Great observation. I'm going to give you my fan theory of what's going to happen. I think that this is going to tie into the 25th anniversary, and I think this is going to be a time and dimension episode, bringing Rangers from across the realm together. And I think that's the reason why Sledge is back. That's my personal opinion. Now, back on to FF Justice, and mainly because I know some of what's going to happen in that episode. But anyway, back to FF Justice, what he's addressing here. I agree with you. I think that I couldn't agree more, actually. Power Ranger fan art, not only that, but like merchandise, is all geared towards Mighty Morphin. Right now, I'm really loving the Power Rangers Legacy action figures because you're getting an array of different seasons. Right now, we have Mighty Morphin, obviously, but Ninja Steel, Space, now Zeo, and it looks like they're doing Dino Thunder. Yes, they are focusing on, with the exception of Ninja Storm, said Ninja Steel, I meant to say Ninja Storm. They're focusing currently on the Tommy seasons, but I personally think that it's super cool that when you get other seasons involved. Now, for those of you that want new Power Rangers merchandise, we have a lot that we're working on here from different seasons, and I think you guys are really, really going to like it. I'm not going to give out too much away what it is, but I will tell you right now, it's not Mighty Morphin. So check back. We're going to be releasing a lot of stuff. Like I said, guys, come Morphicon, we got a lot coming. So stay tuned right here to that hashtag show. Carlos Martinez, a.k.a. Mr. 312. Hey guys, Mr. 312. Why is everyone giving themselves a moniker? Mr. 312, Blackwing. Your name's Carlos. His name is Jonathan. My name is Joe. I don't call myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you guys. All right. So hey guys, Mr. 312 here. Sorry, I haven't been around to see the Rangers wrap up. I've just been so busy. Joe, I'm surprised you're able to survive the stream. I would expect you to go crazy having a one-man podcast and having anyone to talk about things you might have missed. I think you deserve a drink. Thank you so much. I do deserve a drink. If you guys have already having one, have another one. And if you're drinking, then where's your drink? Somebody get this man a beer or two. I don't drink beer. I don't try not to drink beer, but I drink other things. But thank you so much, Carlos. Hashtag We Miss Kelly. Hashtag Joe Spoiler Boss. Hashtag One Man Podcast. Hashtag The Red Raiders. Hashtag Daniel Jerome Can't Say No. Hashtag Daryl Voice Actor. Hashtag Joe is done reading all your comments. Thank you so much for sending them in. But next week, I think we'll have either somebody here or Daniel will be here. Somebody's going to be here next week with me. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to be here next week. Am I here next week? I'd have to look at my schedule. I think I should be. I think it's the week after that I'm not here. All right. So, guys, thank you so much for talking Power Rangers with me. We can talk for a few more minutes in the comments. If you ask me, you can ask me whatever. I just want to chat about Power Rangers a little bit, see what you guys like. Also, we have this Gleam, this beautiful Megazord that was the Tauma. I'm going to say Tauma now. I feel like that's the way it's pronounced. Tauma edition. Put it right here for you guys. This is New York Comic Con exclusive to 500 pieces. You can get that on our Gleam contest that we're running currently right now. Also, guys, guess what? Thank you for watching Power Rangers, but I'm on 2 other shows today. I'm now officially taking over the Marvel show because this guy can do it better than those other idiots that are on the show with me. Just kidding, but I probably could. But Migdalia is going to be joining me on this show, and I have the knowledge of Marvel. So if you want to talk Marvel, and I saw Thor. So if you guys want Thor Ragnarok spoilers, all you got to do is hit that super chat button. That's if you do want it. Kat says, Joe, what's your favorite season of Power Rangers? That is easy. That is RPM. Larry Newbill. Joe, thank you for the super chat, Larry. If they do go back in time, what if they accidentally went to the year 3000 and ran into Time Force Rangers again? Well, Larry, that's why I said I want Wes Well, Wes isn't in the year 3000 though. I guess he's in current time. But I would love to see Wes come back. Just saying. I heard they might add Megazords in Legacy War. That is not a rumor, Thomas. That is actually true. They are going to add Megazords in Legacy War, I believe. I heard about that as well when I was in New York. Lucius Lucius says, how come there isn't any roll calls in every episode of Ninja Steel? I don't know. MJ Spud, Super Chat. I think you need some Irish whiskey, my friend. I would, yeah, you and me both, buddy. I think I do need some Irish whiskey. Guys, this is why we need to go to Morphicon together. Larry, MJ, Shadowbird, Kat, all you guys, Derek Hervey, Carlos. We would love to just to hang out with you guys and just talk about Ranger stuff the whole time. Yeah, also, Joe, what do you think happened to Lokar? I don't know. I don't know what happened to Lokar. But I can tell you what happened to Power Rangers merchandise. Let's see, where is it at? The Power Rangers are also re-releasing flip heads. Do you guys remember those flip head Power Ranger toys where you would push their little morpher and they would flip back into? They're re-releasing those, dude. So I used to have every single one of those. I even had the Zeo ones. Man, I even think there turbo. No, there were turbo ones. I think, right? Turbo flip heads. I think there were. Because I think I had those too. Anyway, the flip heads are coming back. So all of you guys that are big nostalgia fans and fans of collecting old stuff, the flip heads are coming back. Also, I'm not going to get them, me personally. I'm not a huge collector. I do like the communicators, and I like the legacy figures. By the way, if you want to send some legacy figures into Joe, the ones that I'm missing are the Yellow Ranger and the Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin. Just saying. You can send those in. Also, if you guys want Rangers to come on this show, and by the way, there are a few that are scheduled to come on pretty soon. So some of them are coming on. But any specific Rangers that you want to see, tweet at them. Let them know that you want them to come on that hashtag show. Use us in the link. Use them in the tweet. Use us in the link. I keep saying that. Use us in the tweet and use them in the tweet. Let them know you want to see them on the show. Whether it's Austin St. John or Selwyn Ward or any of them. Let them all know that you want them to come on this show. Joe, if Forever Red would happen again, would you play the... Who would you have be the Red MMPR Red Ranger? That's a great question. Who would I like to... Well, let's say this. Fans of Rocky... I think fans of Rocky are going to be pretty satisfied with the 25th anniversary. That's what I think. I don't think I'd want to do another Forever Red personally. I think a better one would either be I would like to see a Forever Pink. I think that getting all the former Pink Rangers would be super cool. Maybe Pink and White. I think that would be really cool. A lot of fun, man. This is a lot of fun. AKA Jezer Balance. Actually, Larry, funny enough, if you know Jezer, I actually think that Jezer would, if we're talking Q Ranger real quick, he would be Garu. He's Garu. He's a dude that flew out of a car and literally all right, so let me tell you guys a fun story. I'm going to tell this one story and then we're going to end the show. So Kelly, myself, Jezer, and our producer JD were coming back from a Power Ranger event actually. And we were coming back to the studio and somebody rear-ended Kelly because Kelly was driving. And what ended up happening was that we were trying to get them to pull over. Kelly was kind of freaking out, and we eventually got them, we followed them, and I was like, listen, let's take pictures of their license plate. Jezer is hanging out the window, half his body. First of all, he's not the tallest guy in the world. That's number one. He's all of 5'11". Or I'm sorry, he's all about 4'11". Half of his body is hanging out the window. It's an angry little midget hanging out the window, and it just looked insane. So then what happens is they finally pull over, and I get out of the car, go to one side. He gets out of the car, going to one side. Now, with elves get crazy. You've seen Lord of the Rings. What are those guys, hobbits? Hobbits go crazy. He got out of that car and was like, there's laws in this country, bitch. It was insane. So he would definitely be Garu. Anyway, oh snap, way better audio, man. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for us. I think we're gonna wrap it up right there. Oh, what if they did a Forever Black or Forever Green? That would be awesome too. I wish they would just do these forever things. All right, so guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode of the Ranger Wrap-Up. Stay tuned right here to that hashtag show, because later today we have coming up the Marvel show. I don't even want to call it an after show anymore because it's going to be talking about all the Marvel Cinematic Universe and news. So if you're a fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, tune in today at 3. Also, later on tonight, Sam, myself, and Migdalia are going to be talking about the latest geek news. One of those things being the New Mutants trailer. Looks like a horror movie, and we're going to be talking about properties, comic book properties, and other properties that would be great horror movies. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a little bit later on. Now, again, plug this one more time. Check out the THS Hashtaggers group and check out Gleam to win this New York Comic-Con exclusive Megazord. You can win that right there on Gleam. Also, what you can do is join us at THS Hashtaggers. You know why? Because we're going to be announcing a lot of things in here first. Contests. You guys are going to be the first ones to know about contests. You guys are going to be the first one to know about geek news. And it's a cool community. So something else we're going to be doing in that group is everybody going to Morphicon. If you are looking for a roommate, make friends in there, in that group, and that way you guys can split hotel rooms and whatever. And you'll get the latest updates of all the things we have going on at Morphicon. And other conventions also going forward. If you want to meet up with us at LA Comic Con is one that we're going to be at. Oh, can I announce the panel? Can I announce the panel?
Yes.
All right, so October 28th, LA Comic Con. We are going to be doing a panel about Super Sentai, and it's going to be a live Henshin hangout on Saturday at LA Comic Con. So if you're in the LA area, stop by to LA Comic Con, and we are going to have a presence there. I know myself is going to be there, Daryl, Daniel, the Star Wars show is going to be there, Rob. So check us out there. The T Public store. We also have a T Public store. Man, so much we have. Check out the T Public store. That has a ton of Ranger shirts. Our buddies, Ranger Command Power Hour has a great Ranger shirt in there. It's one of my favorites. But we are going to have Ranger shirts in there very soon too. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, there is an After Dark today, Carlos. You can do the Skype calls. We'll be taking Skype calls, and we're going to have a fun interactive game for you guys to play on Skype. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys at 3 o'clock, or about an hour. Join us for the Marvel show, and we'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, we have new videos premiering all week long. And I'm Joe with that hashtag show. Thanks for watching. Stay up to date with everything trending in geek pop culture.